Good evening, it is 7:37, June 3rd, and we'll call the River Township meeting to order. Everyone rise and join me in giving pledge to the flag of our country. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Is everybody signed up that wants to speak? When you have the minutes,
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we suspend reading and approve them as written.
Second that motion.
Yes.
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 Our department reports. River Township EMS Chief John Heath.
Good evening. Total incidents for the year, 798. We're averaging 5.14 calls per day. Mutual aid received since the last meeting is 3. We've given it out 4 times to other townships and cities. We participated in the Memorial Day Parade on Sunday, last Sunday. Our Medicare ground ambulance data collection, the big audit that we did, it's done, been submitted. Thanks to Fiscal Officer Rudy and Assistant Chief Bear, they put a lot of effort into that, about 76 pages worth of data. Our Medicare revalidation application has been submitted through our billing company as well. The AC issue on Medic 150 has been repaired. They had to replace the compressor completely. It was completely dead. They are having issues with that model. This is not the first time the dealers had to change out that specific gear. The 4th of July parade and community picnics on July 4th. The fireworks, I received the application today for the fireworks permit. That'll be July 3rd. Our parade registration link is on our Facebook page if anyone would like to sign up. I do have 2 applications before you. Hiring a firefighter that's in EMT training and an EMT going through fire school. Do you have any other questions for me?
Everything, John?
On the Medicare audit, that covered all the info you needed from Houston and everything.
Yep, everything done and submitted for the township.
And what medic was that was down before?
150 to Ford.
Okay. Right, thank you, John.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Road and cemeteries, Superintendent Don O'Connor.
I'm sure as everybody knows by now, some of the mist that has been paved. It's pretty nice. They were out today starting to level the manhole covers. Looks like they got all the ones on the new asphalt poured out. So then, see they've got cones all over the ones over in West Enon that they're gonna repair. They're moving right along with that. Get out of the way. Trim that tree at Southern Vista and Green Meadows to expose that stop sign. Get it covered. We completed the ditch work and upset states to allow that to flow instead of backing up and going across and flooding the driveway on the other side of the road. And called locates today for the stumps on Collier Road. We've got a small ditch job to do on Lucas Drive, and then we've got the big ditch job on New Horizon in West End. So with that, get those called in. Right now, we're doing our second round of road mowing. He is in Snyderville right now. When he finishes that up, he'll be his way to the old Mill Road area. And we were out in Park Ridge today, and the culvert at Park Ridge and Uplands is collapsing. So we got a measurement on it's 50 feet.
Isn't that the one we just replaced?
And
We did one, but it was just beyond the energy.
Thinking about that. A couple meetings ago, I brought that up. There was a person told me there was a sinkhole right off the road out there. Was
That didn't say that.
Is that-
right, yeah. And it's 50 feet long. It looks like it's a 15-inch squash. But we think we just put regular 15 in it. We've got 15 galvanized down at the gravel yard. But we need to come up with bands for this county, 15-inch bands, galvanized.
Sure. You call it, check.
Then we'll find some, so. So we'll get on that. That's pretty much it for the road. Cemetery, initially mowing. We pick the flags up and return them to the VFW. Because the flags aren't what they used to be. We get some good winds and they just fall apart, blow all over the place. So we're trying to save the VFWs. Flags all over the cemetery. I've had 2 or 3 calls. People wanted to know what happened to their flag, and we have a few. I told them I put it before. That's really about it from the cemetery. Seldom heard report on the park. We got the mulch in Friday.
Yes.
Friday. We got that all straightened up, got the mulch in, we've got 6 inches, so they ought to have something to bounce off of when they fall. We took out 4 dead and dying trees that were removed, that were box elders. I wanted to take them down when we built the park, but it was total leak and go, so we finally had to take them down. And then we got the sign reinstalled. I'm still gonna call her to see about getting a metal one. Because that sign won't last much longer, that original one that Larry made. It's out of redwood and cedar that it's, they don't spray. And that's really about it.
I'd say there's some comprehensive cemeteries. Didn't realize how important that was until I became a trustee.
Yeah.
Love the fact that we keep our cemetery a lot better.
And we get a lot of compliments and a lot of people tell us how well we take care of it, so we appreciate it. You just kind of wonder sometimes what other cemeteries look like. Yeah, good. All right, thank you. Thank you.
River Township Deputy Brandon Baldwin.
Evening, everyone. So from the 17th to today's date, 19 calls for service, no criminal arrests, 3 stops, 2 assists, 20 business checks, 45 citizen contacts, and 855 miles placed on the reefer. 3 nuisance properties were dealt with in that time frame. 2 of them being ones I'd sent letters out for the last meeting. The 2 that we're gonna have to move forward on now that they've had more than enough time for the 10-day period after receiving the final notification letter. We'll have to move forward on mowing 5209 6612 Ravina. I figured those were probably gonna be 2 that we were gonna have to deal with, and they most certainly are. The listed deed holder for Han, she is deceased, and the homeowners on Ravina, supposedly are still in the area, but they have disappeared into thin air. And according to the auditor's office, they were paid up, but they are not taking care of the property. So a couple neighbors in the area have been walking for their van to come and go. It has, but they come, they check it, and they roll out. They don't do anything. So that's what I've got on that. There was another on Emmons at the corner of Emmons and Philadelphia. I tagged that one about a week ago. The homeowner went ahead and took care of it over the weekend. So that one's good to go. We don't have to worry about that. There is one that I'm monitoring on Grosse Point to see if it gets to be a little bit higher. Might have to look into doing something with that one, but as of right now, I can't really do anything with it, but I am monitoring that one. Other than that, I know I've spoken to Trustee Pettit about some issues we're having with the car. I'll be reaching out to Jermaine Ford to hopefully be able to stop by in there, have them take a listen to it, see what they think, and then hopefully schedule to drop it off, and have them take a look and see what they can figure out. Could be anything from turbo having some sort of an issue to a cam phaser and exhaust leak. It's not too sure until somebody gets in there and takes a look at it. That's just merely what I've been able to kind of find through Google and stuff like that. I reached out to the sales rep in reference to an update on the new car. The cruiser's still in order processing, so he doesn't have an update to provide me with at this time, but when one comes available, he will let me know. Other than that, I know I had spoken to Trustee Pettit about the fact that the county is moving to a new software / camera system, providing more cameras and in-car dash cameras. What they're providing to all the townships in the city of New Carlisle is that the price for an in-car camera, they'll purchase it, but townships and/or the city of New Carlisle will have to pay for it, is a little over $8,000. So I have the quote for all three of you guys, actually all four of you, Mr. Rudy included, for you guys to take a look at. I've kind of already told them to put us on the list due to the fact of it being an officer safety thing and liability for not only the township, but the county as well. So I have that to provide to you guys, but other than that, that's all I have.
Just keep us posted on the car.
Okay.
See if you can get it in.
Yeah, I mean, if I can get it in this week, I'll get it in there and I'll just drive the spare.
That spare we pull in.
There should be a couple. If they're having any car rate on, hard to tell, but I can roll with a portable at least. Might just be spotting some areas, but yep, if I can get in this week, I'll get it in there.
All right. Yep. Fiscal officer, David Rudy.
So the most recent credit card payments for trustee Pettit to review, and then checks, couple purchase orders for you guys to sign off on. And then Don did have one deed for this to sign off.
So that will move to, you done, Dave?
Yeah.
Good. That will move to old business. Start out with the project on Southern Vista.
Well, Don pretty much gave us an update,
Everything good and
so.
nothing to add to what he has to say. Guess the next one would be the park. We did get started on the road and parking lot.
Mhm.
We were able to get some grindings, what'd you say, about 300 tons?
300 to 400.
We were able to get 300 to 400 tons given to us from A and B, which helped out, cut the cost down a little bit. I'd say he'll be completed by about Wednesday, wouldn't you? It should be done by Wednesday, so we'll have the parking lot in the road, and next will be the couple baseball field. You got anything? Yeah.
No, and then I did talk, I said, I did talk to the lady on Jackson since, I told her what we were doing and I told her what the process was. I told her I'd get back with her. If she had any questions. See what we could. So she she lives right there. Obviously, she's the first one there with this problem. He was very concerned about it, and I agree. The one there on Jackson, they definitely got backs.
Or are you guys away from you? Very tightly.
One on Houston's not as bad. Jackson.
Like that from Jackson.
South side, I think, is worse than the south sides.
It's scary.
I'm trying to.
The south. Homeowners have a job of helping out.
I live in Brush Cars, German Township, right?
How is
You got busy the cemetery, you've got kids on, change the, put it on the start.
you practice? This side of the park, or just walking path? Go ahead and see if you can tidy that up. Should be about 10 feet, it looks like. If you guys can do that. When you get done with all your other projects. I've been meaning to bring that up and keep forgetting with all the other stuff going on down there.
The moving plate did show up from. We haven't had a chance to attach it to the machine and get it going.
couple meetings back, there was some discussion about even Little League asking for some assistance. You guys have a chance to give any thought to that?
Yeah, hopefully we can have these fields informed by next year, I'm hoping. If we can get 2 of them put in and seeded. We gotta get seed started this year, we're not gonna be able to do it next year yet. Or seed early fall, early spring, so.
What did they do? What have they done in the past?
It's been a long time, and I don't, trying to remember if they even did it when I was here.
I got a
I
number
know
of
when the kid was in there, they came, just asking for some money for some dirt. Yeah.
What were they, what, they were just anything, they didn't have a specific project,
They just, I mean, I was kind of caught off guard if they have to pay the county so much to use the fields down there. Thinking about fully reimbursing that amount, but I mean, I'm just thinking about some percentage.
What's your take on the amount?
I mean, like I said before, we set aside and it's kind of set aside at least $10,000 for donations. And typically the other ones, and it's been the VFW, but whatever.
Sure. What do you guys think about 2,500?
I was at 2 to 25, that's where I was. 2.
that'd be a third of their rent to the county. No, no, sorry, yeah.
So is the motion?
Yeah.
The second.
Industry,
Yes.
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 Hopefully, obviously, within, maybe not a year, I'm not as optimistic as you guys are. 2 years. We're gonna be back. Instead
If we overseed in,
of River Township.
if we can overseed in August, I'm sorry, seed in August, and overseed in March or April, they can play ball on that.
Yeah, I could.
It might be a little soft, but we'll get it pretty good.
Here at 10.
They can play the swing.
But the kid that plays in where it's little league, I mean,
Next should be corn, so. But yeah, you're right. It's fall and get a huge grass garden.
we just gotta see what we have left after we put the current.
How many acres does it take up? Is that gonna take up?
Right now too with the road and really all they did was square it up.
And they've been contacting me.
I'm assuming
3, possibly 3.
Bobby took care of it. He said that's
So it needs to be done tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, as long as they know, that's all.
Well, I said something to Brian, but then I thought if there's voice and Brian hadn't said anything.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So, but he just pretty much is what it is.
As long as they know they knew that was gonna happen. That's
Right.
as long as they know that. That can be adjusted off of it.
Yep.
So,
if we put ball diamonds, then we're gonna be living away a little more.
yeah,
So-
but again, it's,
That's one of the downsides. But if you wait till after crops come off, you can't plant any grass. I mean, you can, but it won't.
well, you could roll sod down in the winter, but that expense is just so much greater.
Rolling sod,
Hard to see.
But that sod expense in the winter to go late, like November, October, November, so much more expensive to plant grass. That would just not be, well, I don't know, that way.
we'll just have to do the math, what the cost would be to heat up a couple more acres or,
What it mean.
till spring, like you said, just keep it 2026. It's. Anything else in old business?
We don't need to do anything else on that, the bid thing for Echo Hills, we just need to advertise it here in a couple weeks, you said.
Yeah, as long as everybody's good with it,
Yeah.
by next meeting, it needs to be advertised. So if you guys,
Then we'll open that bid first meeting.
I think we've already voted and made a motion
Yeah,
to
we already did.
these bids. Just, that. Just puts on Dave shoulders now to Friday. I guess, Friday the 14th, probably need to get it to the lease,
To run on the Monday.
it's a run on Monday, 17th.
Yeah.
And then you've got that, if we change that spec to 2023, we could save that out to an Adobe PDF and then just email that out who requested or maybe do a quicker, or just check for misspellings if you would.
Yeah, you shouldn't get it adjusted, so something page cuts, kind of kept back the middle or something like that. So it's moving.
Maybe a little editing. But it's pretty cut dry, so I mean, we could do, and you know, we've got something on there, and that's what all the township do, and they get a price for some of those like incidental items. Remember how we've had to do ceiling and some things in the past? You get a price locked in with them for the year on some of the miscellaneous there. That's just what a lot of the townships are doing, and then if we need whoever to do some stuff later, like add some more crack seal, or there's crack seal in the parking lot here, or something, we've got some committed pricing. I mean, I don't know, but it's a nice little thing to have up there, something we, you know. So they kind of committed to it for that year.
Speaking of, did you ever get with Paul?
Or I done an estimate for the Houston building, for us to discuss,
Thinking about this
but I've
one.
not got it yet.
Just reminded me.
He hasn't called, he would have had it to me if he'd been here, so he obviously hadn't gotten over it. I'll touch base with him this week, see why he hadn't been over it.
It's not real rush. It doesn't.
It's not. I told him it was. They don't really start to see stuff until it starts to get seventies.
Anything else in whole business?
See, the cargo container case on West Enid was tabled again because the property owner could not attend the meeting. So I can't remember the exact date, but whatever the next BZA board hearing is in June. So what's the third Thursday or something like that. That's where that's at. We mentioned that last meeting. Yeah, so. That's all I had.
What day is that meeting? The third, what do you say? That's the,
Well, I was,
you say the
The week of this Thursday, isn't
2 weeks, and then third one.
yeah, I think it's like the 20th. I think. Maybe make a note, but I'll confirm that tomorrow. Last time, I believe the owner just did not show to the meeting. This time contacted, was out of town for work.
We'll move on to new business. What do we have in new business?
2 hires.
Yes.
Motion to hire Benjamin Thomas, this Mogenberg, River Township Fire and EMS. And Samantha Valerio. Pending background check.
I'll second that.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
Mr. McCoy?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of went on the part of, so we just put that. That's one of them. That one, the folder was up there. Audience comments? Nobody? Steve? You got anything? Come from the
We have meeting Thursday night.
Thursday. I just said that I'm.
It was you forget.
That has happened.
Oh, yeah, we did have one here. You guys see, you know, what flagpole? It's it. Wants to respond. Respond to them. Well, just let you know. Yeah. Well, there's no height restriction down there. Is there?
It only said 25 feet or 20. Yeah.
Let me double check that, see where that lot's at. If you want to respond on this, I'll get with you tomorrow. Okay, just double check. There's no setbacks over in the sun. Is that on Ginger? That was on.
Give an address.
They don't give an address.
So yeah, that was the only one. Let me know.
I'll give it to you.
Respond. Or Thursday, that back, let me know.
Sure. Did anybody, did any of you guys respond to Kirk Ingleby?
See, I didn't
Maybe
see
they
this.
just sent it to me.
Yeah, I did not have that.
That's who you just dealt with on the deeds. That's probably some more new question. I'll get it to you. Then I'm gonna go return.
Second.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
Mr. McCoy? Please.
Adjourn. 8:06.